Nice move. What's up, guys? Beautiful day out today. Well, the first half of the day is supposed to be beautiful. We're supposed to get storms here in about 3 hours. But what's new? What's new? Figured I'd come on here today and tell you a story. A story I'm not particularly proud of. I figured it'd be a great learning experience, lesson, whatever, to tell you guys how I got my bike impounded. Oh, where do we begin? Let's see, it was Easter Sunday, and I had just bought the bike 2 days prior on Good Friday. I had got my truck, put a U-Haul trailer on it, drove. I had to drive an hour away from home to go pick it up. A little bit more than an hour, really. So, towed the trailer there, towed the bike and trailer back. And so that was Friday. Sunday comes around, and it was a beautiful day. So, my original plan was to just keep the bike at home for the week and then get it all legalized and then ride it up to where I go to school here the weekend after. But me being so excited and that Sunday was just so beautiful, I decide to just ride the bike on up here. Well, I get on the highway and I'm getting a feel for the bike. Keep in mind it was Good Friday, so I couldn't get insurance on it when I bought it. They're closed on the weekends, so I had no insurance. With no insurance, I couldn't get plates. I knew I was taking a risk, but I also knew in Michigan they give you a grace period of 48 hours to get your vehicle plated. So I'm like, well, I'm within 48 hours, I might as well just ride it up. I gotta show my friends I was really damn excited too. Anyway, I get on the highway, I'm crouching, I'm really getting a feel for the bike for the first time, you know, at 70 miles an hour. So, it's not something I experienced during the test ride. I'm, you know, going back and forth in my lane, really getting a feel for it, tucking, crouching, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then comes the time where I decide to feel the power. This is the first, you know, kind of quick bike I've been on, so I just decide to drop a couple gears and punch it. Wind it out, upshift, wind it out again, another upshift. So I'm slowing down, perk back up, looking around, there's a state trooper going the other way on the highway. Oh man, I've got no idea really how fast I was going, but I mean, I definitely wasn't taking it easy. Anyway, I'm like looking in my mirror, looking behind me, and he didn't turn around. So I was like, wow, I just got away with a big one there. So anyway, another 5 or so miles down the road, I'm just riding around, looking in the mirror, blah, 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 watching traffic around me. And I mean, I thought I got away with one, so I'm just slowing down, taking it easy. And anyway, I see a blue Tahoe state trooper booking it up on me. Doesn't have his lights on. I'm like, maybe, just maybe, it's not me. But he ducks in behind me real quick. I'm watching in my mirrors. He lights me up. So, you know, I pull over. I'm not gonna run. That's just fucking stupid, honestly. I pull over. I'm taking my gloves off. I shut the bike off, kickstand down. I'm taking my gloves off. And next thing I know, he's like on me with his hands on me. At the time, I didn't have a Senna, so I just had my phone in my pocket and noise isolating earbuds in, because I mean, wind noise on the highway is absolutely unbearable. And like, he's got his hand on me and he's like giving me commands. I go, I can't hear you. I'm gonna reach in my pocket. I've got my hands up at this point. I'm gonna reach in my pocket and shut my music off. He shakes his head and says something. I can't hear him. That music's up loud to drown out that wind noise. So I go, I can't hear you. Let me just reach in my pocket and shut my music off. He's going, he's shaking his head like very seriously, no. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. And at this point, you know, I'm freaking out. I'm not trying to get shot today. And I just couldn't understand. And I finally hear what he's yelling. Take your helmet off. I'm like, oh yeah. I didn't even think of that. So I take the helmet off. You know, he's yelling like, what the heck are you doing? Where's your license plate? And I told him, I just bought the bike. I'm taking it up to where I live during the semester. He, blah, 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 he calms down. He actually radios and cancels his backup. The guy called backup. I guess, I mean, why wouldn't you? You're chasing a bike that was going 100 miles an hour with no plates. You gotta assume that shit's stolen. So anyway, he calmed down. And the guy was extremely respectful the whole time. So kudos to that. He runs through the stuff. He asks me, do I own the bike? I go, yeah, I just bought it Friday. He wants to know why I don't have plates. I just didn't go to the Secretary of State, just moving it up. I'm within my 48 hours grace period. Then he asked me for my insurance. You know, he asked me, do I have insurance? I go, yeah, I called. And that was true. I did call, but I didn't get insurance. They were probably closed because Good Friday. I knew I was supposed to have insurance. I didn't quite know how serious it was not riding with insurance, or even driving without insurance for that matter. So I didn't have it. Well, what I did, I said, yeah, I called. He goes, do you really have insurance? Because I'll call and I'll figure it out. I go, I called and left a message. I'm 90% sure I don't have insurance. He goes, all right, thanks for being honest with me. He goes, now I know how fast you were going. How fast do you think you were going? Or like, tell me how fast you were going. And like, I knew I was moving. So I go, at least 90? He goes, I had you at 100. I'm like, oh shit. Anyway, he tells me, yeah, riding that fast, riding without insurance, no plates, I could go to jail for 90 days. I'm like, oh shit. So, you know, I was kind of thinking, you know, I'm not going to jail. I mean, I'd be in handcuffs by now if I was. So he's telling me blah, 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 asking me, he's checking out the title, making sure, you know, I signed it, that I'm, you know, he's just trying to make sure I'm telling the truth. And I was completely truthful. Don't ever lie to a cop, man. It's not worth it. They're gonna figure it out. They know how to interrogate people. They're gonna find a loophole in your story. It's just really not worth it. So I'm being completely truthful. He goes, all right, just sit tight for a bit. And he goes back to his car. You know, I'm definitely getting a huge ass ticket today. And in my gut, I'm like, I'm probably not gonna be able to ride away from this. So I text my cousin, and I text him something along the lines, hey, I just got busted going way too fast on my bike. I'm probably gonna need a ride. And then he starts freaking out, oh shit, are you in handcuffs? I'm like, no, I'm not in handcuffs. And he's like, did you get arrested? I'm like, no, I didn't get arrested. How'd I be texting you if I was in handcuffs in the back of a cop car? Anyway, so I'm sitting on the side of the highway. He's sitting in his car for quite a while. I'm like, all right, this ain't good. You know, I'm like looking around, sitting, like, I'm kicking myself here too. Like, I hate myself at this point. But, yeah, whatever. I still hate myself for it. Yeah, don't do that. This is gonna be the whole moral of the story. Don't do what I did. Anyway, you know, I'm looking around and a flatbed tow truck pulls up. I'm like, yeah, I expected that. And right when the tow truck pulls up, he hops out. Cop hops out, says, well, you're getting towed today. I'm like, yeah, I expected that. And gave me a ticket. Wrote me only for my speed. He only wrote me 170. Gave me a written warning on no proof of insurance. And didn't mention anything about no plates. I mean, to be fair, I was in that grace period. But, you know, he can bust me for that. Anyway, I get towed. I get a ride back in the tow truck to their tow place, and my cousin comes, picks me up. He's hanging out of his car laughing when the tow truck pulls in and he sees my bike on the back of it. Yeah, that sucked. So anyway, we get to the tow yard, and now he's explaining to me, well, it's $300 for the tow, and it's gonna be $25 storage for each day it sits here. I'm like, oh shit, I mean, I can't say anything. I mean, I just got like the biggest break of my life by being able to have my freedom after doing what I did. And I mean, that's the going rate. So I'm like, shit, you know, rules are rules. 300 bucks, 300 bucks for the tow, 25 bucks for the every day my bike sat in the impound lot. And it sat there for 3 days because, I mean, I got to go to school, and I just didn't have the time to go to the Secretary of State for a couple days. So it was 3 days until I could run back home and pick up the bike. So that was 375 bucks. I mean, now the ticket comes around, I tell my parents, they're chewing me out. And they advised me to get a lawyer. Luckily, there's a family friend who gave me a discounted rate. And he was actually able to get the ticket dropped down to, I think, 16 over, which was 2 points. But I mean, that's way better than a 30 over ticket. So I mean, yeah, I'll take that. So that was an additional 200 bucks. The ticket ended up being like 190 plus a $10 convenience fee because I paid online. And I know it's so convenient that I pay online opposed to them getting a check for me and having to do all that shit manually. So I'm glad that's convenient for them. Anyway, moral of the story is if you're gonna run, do it legally. No, not if you're gonna run. Never run. If you're gonna go fast, do it legally? Okay, that doesn't make sense either. Don't go fast. It's stupid. You're gonna get caught eventually. Just save up your money, do it on a track. It's way cheaper to go do a drag strip, to go do a track day. Because all in all, let's see, 375 plus 200 plus another 200, 775 bucks to go 100 miles an hour for about 10-20 seconds. It ain't worth it. So do yourself a favor, just save up some money for the track. It's gonna be way more fun and way safer, and you don't get tickets for riding on the track. So anyway, that's my story today. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.